Oh my god. No! No! No way! Holy shit! Wow! Oh my god. Yes, I am. Is there a room in the party? Because I'd like to enjoy listening to you guys race. Please. It was actually a good race, actually, the last one, though. It was. Holy coming out with finishing third after Soul and Jock crashed. Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god, Taylor.
Here comes Draven, and the third place takes a turn fast. Saul loses control of the... No, that's Willis. Here comes Draven in the turn. Coming down the straightaway into the hairpin, short turn. Going about 85 miles per hour. Here comes Saul, he's still in first. Followed by Draven, by Holy Man. Followed by Taylor, followed by Willis, and followed by Tien. Coming down the straightaway is the same order as so far. Actually, it's a battle for second, and Holy gets pushed off the track by Mike.
And he hit the wall. Oh my gosh. So there's a slight change. Oh, Soul hits the wall. Here we go. And so, oh, here comes Holy Man. He's coming up fast. He's only about a second and a half behind him. Heading into the S's. Holy's catching really quick. Holy is right on his tail. He is running second. Followed by John, getting battled by Willis, passing for third. Taylor's in fifth, right behind the two battling out for third place. And GM Draven is slowly getting back into action. Soul coming in the turn fast, controlling his car very well though. Still same running order as so far, except Willis has contained third. With John running in fourth, Taylor running in fifth, and also Mike still in the back of the pack, about 20 seconds behind. Soul has a great car so far, and it looks like he's taking a good lead. He might have to pit around the 5th or 6th lap. And it's looking pretty good as he heads into the turn here. His tires are squealing a little bit, but he almost loses it. Holy and Willis are battling out for second. Willis is on the inside, Holy, and they touch. Entering the turn also, and they touch. Holy gets Willis a turn. He's loose. Here comes John. Splits between them for second place. Holds on to the lead. Holy still sits in third for a positional podium. Willis is on his tail though, followed by Taylor right behind, and also Draven is only about 16 seconds behind. Soul has a good amount of lead by almost 5 to 6 seconds, and he actually loses it in the turn. Here we go. Jonathan coming in the turn takes the lead, followed by Soul still sitting in second, blocking off his teammates, that is his British teammate Willis. Here comes Holy. They're battling out, trying to get second place. Taylor is still on their tail. Draven is only about 16 seconds behind, but he will catch up. John has a good second and a half lead. Soul holds on to the lead, second place solely until Willis is on his tail. Here he comes. Oh no! Soul hits the wall. Willis takes second, and Jock just joins back after he accidentally leaves. Well, here we go. Soul sitting in third. Willis is right behind. Holy gets passed by Taylor. Taylor sits in third now as Holy loses control. And we also lost TM. So it's, oh no, Soul lost it. What happened? And Soul loses connection. Willis now sits in first with Taylor in second, Holy Man in third, and Draven in 14th. And we're all losing connection here for some apparent reason. So we have Willis, Holy Man, and Draven in the running order for the top podiums, and something has gone wrong. Willis is holding on that position for a good 3 seconds as the fast Holy Man is catching him. Draven is also about 10 seconds behind, but he loses it in the turn, but gains control as he hits back on the track, but as a penalty more likely. And Willis actually loses it and cuts the corner pretty well. And oh no, Draven loses it, and everybody's losing connection. What the hell? Taylor, I know you're probably watching this, but what just happened? But right now, Mike has the lead, and everybody's gone. What's happened? Oh, they all backed out for Jock. Okay. If you have any room, please, could you invite me so I could listen? Or I could just do my commentating here and you can enjoy and laugh and laugh and laugh. We backed out. Yeah, I thought so. So you guys are going to restart. Are you going to shorten up the laps or no? That was actually pretty interesting, though. That race is actually going good pretty well. It was. You were actually doing pretty good. So as we restart here, we're going to have the same racing order more likely as we have, actually no, we have a different racing order now. We have John at the first, actually no, Jock's in first, Taylor's running second, Soul in third, Draven third, fourth, Holy Man fifth, Willis sixth, and seventh is Jonathan. And as 3, 2, 1 begins, here we go. Good start by everybody, but Willis has a slow start. Heading into the first turn, it's going to be a close fight. Here we go. Jock loses it almost. Swinging the turns, it's a clean race so far, but Soul's on Jock's tail. Jock almost loses it in the turn. As they head into the next corner, everybody's going crazy as Holy Man almost loses it. Taylor takes third as she takes podium so far as a big battle behind her is happening. Willis Holy Man, TN, and everybody else racing for third right now. Jonathan just got air. And oh, he cuts off the whole pack! Oh my! Wow! Uh-oh, that ain't good. So here we go as Solt still takes the lead, solely possession of a good 4-second lead. Holy Man sits in second with the tail of the pack of Mike, GM, and Willis. Ooh, Willis gets behind Holy Man and gets right into him as they head in the turn. Here comes Holy Man as he's racing for third. Taylor is now running fifth as she was passed by Jock for fourth. Mike holds on to sixth as TN also runs in seventh. Sol has a good gap lead so far as he heads into the first turn to the second. He has a good 6.5 second lead as he goes down the track. Here comes Willis. Willis comes around the turn pretty well as he hits 45 miles per hour, along with Jock behind him, and Holy's still battling out for third. TN's also running in fifth as GM Draven. Oh, Taylor just hits the wall pretty well. GM's running in sixth, and Taylor will be in seventh, only about 2.5 seconds behind the lead, or pack. And Sol has a sole possession of first, let's put it that way, with a 7.5 second lead. Willis still runs in second as Jock is trailing him, along with Holy Man in fourth. And the battle between Holy Man and TN is going on for fourth place, and TN is about to lose it. He hits the grass as GM is also on his tail. Taylor is also about 2.5 seconds behind, but keeps a good steady pack gap into the behind the people. Here comes Sol as he comes down the straightaway about 6.5 seconds. Nobody's really catching him. They're all battling out for each position behind the pack. And here comes Holy Man as, oh no, it's Jock. Jock's holding on to the side of the left. And as they hit the turn, Jock takes the turn easily. And oh no! Oh! That was not good. So right now, Mike has lost control, pancakes the wall, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a little bit of chit-chatting going on, saying somebody hit somebody. So as for right now, Mike sits, or GM, sits in seventh. Here comes Taylor. She cuts the track a little bit, but sixth place. She goes off the track, hits the wall, but maintains control. TN's also running fifth as he gets a wheelie in midair, along with Willis. Holy Man is right now getting challenged by both Willis and TN. Jock is also about 6 seconds behind first place still. Sol has a great lead. Actually, the lead has been cut down to about 4.5 seconds as the pack's catching. Taking a look at the live timing now as we see that TN holds the fastest lap with 1:20. Looking on the lap chart, everybody else is going crazy right now. We actually have a few guys that might be pitting soon. Looking at the circular map, it's a whole clusterfuck going on behind third place. On the course map, you also see that a good lead between John and actually TN's now in the wall and is still behind the pack. He probably has a penalty for cutting the track. Getting back into the race now, we also see that Sol still holds on the possession of a 3-second lead. That gap is closing quickly as Jock is catching the pack, and he also holds a second place with a good 5.5 second lead. Holy Man is right now, and that Peugeot is moving quickly as Taylor in that Corvette is also coming in the turn. Oh, there's contact between Mike and Willis. This is going to be fun all the way to the end. And TN is about 8 seconds behind 6th, but with 21 seconds behind the first place lead. He has time to catch up as there's almost 6 to 5 laps left. And we also have a new lap time leader with the fastest lap, Jock, with a 1:19.971. Jock has also just set a new fastest time with a 19.884. Here comes Holy Man, the pack is catching behind him. As Taylor on the... Oh, we got a huge pack coming. And I think we might have a person in the wall. I can't see who it is. It might be GM. Yes, it was GM into the wall. Here comes Willis as he takes third, overpassing Taylor. Holy is on the tail of Taylor also, and she's staying with the pack, which is a really good race so far. TN's back into it with about 15 seconds behind the first place, and a good 3 seconds behind Taylor and Holy. GM's also about 19 seconds as Soul takes sole position. He's actually about to get passed by Jock. Good racing here. Oh, they touch! They're coming around the turn. It's a big battle as Jock gets blocked off by Soul. Oh, they touch and Jock hits the grass. Big racing coming in down to this final straightaway here as they will soon start to pit. And oh, Jock, Soul takes the pit. And as Jock takes the lead, here comes Willis around the turn also. We also see that Soul is now getting passed, which he made probably a great pit strategy heading into this race. We also have Jock sitting at a 9-second lead between second place. And here comes Willis as he still holds on to second. Holy goes off the track a bit, but he will still maintain, but he gets passed by TN and Taylor. Soul comes out of the pit finally. He's only about a few seconds behind the first place lead as everybody else has not pitted yet. And also, GM Draven is also sitting in last still, but he's still slowly catching the pack. Here comes Jock. He still holds on a good 8-9 second lead between Willis. Here he comes into the turn as Willis is getting challenged by TN. Holy Man's also behind it but also loses control as he's getting challenged by Taylor. He slows down pretty well in the turn. Soul gets past. He's actually racing pretty well with Taylor right now. And Jock has taken the pit. As he enters his pit stall as of right now, here he comes. He's getting to get tires changed, refuel to just finish the lap race. As everybody else has pitted and Soul has taken the lead. Also, GM Draven might be pitting shortly. Actually, no, you will stay out and you'll pass everybody just to take second place. As they head into the turn, Willis... Oh, GM Draven hits the wall, and Willis will take second as Jock will take third, Holy will take fourth, GM will take fifth, hold on to fifth as his engine is badly taken a beating. TN is now running in sixth, and Taylor is running in seventh. Soul holds on to a 12-second lead as the rest of the pack has taken their pit stop, and actually not as the rest of the pit stop has taken, but GM has not taken his pit stop yet, but most of the track has been done. So Willis will sit in second as Jock will sit in third, Holy Man sits in fourth, TN sits in fifth, GM Draven is in sixth, still hasn't pitted, and Taylor sits in seventh as she's entering the lap this S turns. Soul with a good 13-second lead. Might be costly, but we might be wrong. But we also have a new fastest lap leader in TM with a 1 minute 16 seconds and 2:75. Here comes Willis as he enters the first turn with Jock trailing him really closely. Here we go. GM has finally pitted, and oh, here we go. Jock is bumping. Also, Holy Man's trailing not too far behind. They're racing for second pretty well. Here comes TN. He's also not too far away from the pack as Holy is trailing him also. Taylor has hit the wall, and GM has finally left the pit. Soul has a good margin lead. He might as well just take away this victory, as Willis sits in second with the pack still battling behind him. Taylor is now 7 seconds behind Holy Man, but she is gaining towards the pack. Draven is also heading into the sharp hairpin turn, as he's also gaining into the pack, also quickly. Soul still has a manageable 11.5 second lead, but the pack is slowly catching him as he's maintaining his lead pretty well as he heads into his first turn. The pack is getting really tight behind him for second place, and it's looking good as Willis is trying to overtake Jock, but Jock slows down and TN will overpass him. Oh, actually, correction. There's a battle that Holy actually pushed him off the track a little bit. And Jock almost loses it after the turn. Willis almost loses it as he touches the grass a little bit. Jock holds on to that second place lead with a good 2.5 seconds. Here comes Willis. And Holy will battle it out for third. And Holy gets passed by Willis, and TN and Holy battle out for fourth place. Taylor's right behind them, about 4 seconds behind. Also, GM Draven's behind the pack about 15 seconds, 32 seconds behind first place. Soul still has a manageable 11.5 second lead as he enters in the final turn for the final lap. Jock holds on to a 2 second lead for second place as Willis is catching him fast. So is TN and Holy. Taylor is right behind them as she is about 3 seconds behind. This is going to be a crazy final lap for second place. And TN goes off and hits the wall in the first turn. Jock's in the turn. Willis will also head into this turn, also followed by Holy and TN as he is hurt. Taylor's right behind TN. And GM Draven's finally coming through the S's as he's entering these final turns of the race. Soul still has a manageable lead. As you see there, Jock sitting in a sharp hairpin turn. And Willis just goes off the track for a little bit into the same trap but gains control. Holy, TN, Willis are battling it out for third place. And Taylor is also sitting in sixth, about a second behind. She's catching them quickly. They might head into this final turn and crash him. TN's bumping Willis pretty well. Here comes Holy. Willis is chasing him down pretty well. As they enter the final turn, here we go. Jock will take second place as Holy will take third as they're battling it out. And wow! Willis takes third, TN takes fourth, Taylor takes fifth, and Holy sadly gets sixth, and GM will get into seventh. What a race! TN will take the fastest lap with a 1:16.275. That was one hell of a finish. Victory to Soul as he held on to the lead with a good margin in that Porsche. Next race will be Suzuka East, which is the shortest track. It's not the shortest track in the game, but one of the shortest and most turnfully race tracks with the longest straight, quarter straight. "15 laps, fuel consumption at 7, and it's a nighttime with it at 24-hour time. it's technically 6:15 at night, or in the afternoon, wherever you want to call it. This track is a make or break into these turns, as it is in the final turn, because it's a very, very sharp turn which will make, like I said, make or break for the win. As we see here, we also have TN's Beetle, and we also have Taylor's Corvette still. We also saw Willis's Porsche. Also Soul in a Porsche, but he hits the wall in the final turn. Holy Man's still in his Peugeot. And also, as Big Jock is in his Porsche also. They're all losing it in these turns here, so it's going to be quite an interesting race. GM Draven is still not into this lobby yet. We're still waiting on him, unless he's given the okay to go. GM Draven is also now his entered, as obviously I said, and is now gone. He sits with his Beetle, his Nestle's Nesquik Beetle, as he enters the pit. We also got Taylor and GM Draven still sitting in the pit, as we are waiting for the start of the race. Speaking of which, speak of the devil. So here we go. He holds on to it pretty well in that first turn, so let's see how this goes. GR3 Racing Series for this first season of casual racing. I am PlayerJReady. I am in the competitive season racing, which is on a Saturday night. We are looking for people to join our racing series because we cannot keep anybody. But as we see here, we got GM Draven sitting in first, Holy Man sitting in second, Taylor sitting in third, TN sitting in fourth, Willis fifth, Jock sixth, and Soul seventh. Here we go for the first lap of Suzuki's. Battling it out into the first turn. This is going to get scrappy. Here we go. Souls. Right now, Draven sits in first, as Holy sits in second out of the first turn. Jock sits in third, TN sits in fourth as they're battling it out with Jock. Soul also pushes Soul. My goodness, here we go. This is going to be a scrappy one. Taylor sits in last as TN sits in sixth. And wow, TN actually jumps up as Holy Man hits the wall. He is really damaged, let's put it that way. His whole right side, his whole left side of his vehicle is just all banged up, but it will quickly get repaired so long as his front end and back end of his car. Soul's is banged up the same way, except his right side, and he cannot keep his car under control. Taylor was also sitting in now fifth, clean as a whistle, not quite. TN sits in fourth, with Willis sits in third, Jock sits in second, and GM now still contains first with a half-second lead. Here we go, battle for second. Jock tries to push Willis. He's cutting corners, trying to get past Willis and cannot contain as TN catches Jock. Here comes Draven entering the turn. He takes out pylons just to stay on the track. Willis now is catching Draven. Also is the rest of the pack, as in Draven, Jock, TN, and Taylor all catching. Soul's in sixth place solely back there after he won the last race, which is pretty interesting. Holy Man is now catching the pack, but he's slowly catching them by a good 14 seconds for first place and 8 seconds for sixth. As the pack gets crazy up front, here we go. It's a battle for first. Draven is sitting in there as Willis is trying to push him out of the way. This is getting testy. Here we go. Here comes Jock, also is right behind Willis. They're battling it out. Here comes in the final turn for the third lap. Oh, here we go. We got Willis going inside too sharp. Jock pushes him off and he loses it in the sand trap. Draven still contains first with a second and a half lead as TN and everybody else sits behind him with a good second and a half. Heading in the turn, Jock loses it as he gets karma bitten. TN sits in second. Taylor now sits in third as everybody's all over the place. Holy crap. Taylor sits in third as Soul sits in fourth as he catches up. Will sits in fifth, Jock sits in sixth, and Holy is slowly catching up in seventh. Holy's just being patient now as he's waiting for the rest of the pack to crash. Here comes Draven. He's off the track. He's in the wall now. Here comes TN as he passes his former teammate, the Beetle. Taylor sits in third now as she is catching the pack. Willis loses it and hits the wall. Jock hits the fifth place as Soul takes fourth. Willis is getting caught up by Holy Man as he enters the final turn of the lap. Half second later is GM behind in the lead with TN on his tail, just quickly catching with a quarter second left. Taylor's sitting peacefully in third, and she hits the sand trap. I question that badly. I might jinx it sadly too. But Soul now takes solely possession of third, and Jock is pushing off Taylor, which is, wow, going to cause some problems. And Jock will allow her to take her spot back as a respectable position. Will sits in third as Jock sits in sixth, and Holy sits in seventh as he's catched the pack with only 10 seconds behind first place. GM's are now entering the first turn with along TN's cutting the corner. Here comes Soul. He's catching the pack quickly as Taylor is now almost losing it in the turn. She will slowly go down to fifth as Willis will actually not pass her. Willis is now tailing Taylor. Interesting. Here we go. TN's holding on to second place as Draven goes off and taps. Oh, they both go in the wall. Oh my goodness. Now Taylor sits in second. Soul goes off the track. Taylor is catching Soul and gets bumped. Taylor goes around for first place. Soul sits in second. Jock sits in fourth as TN sits in third. Draven. Oh no, what happened? Jock sits in fifth. Willis is now in the pits. Oh, he's taking midway lap. Jock sits in fifth as Holy Man sits in sixth as he is now officially catched up to the pack. Willis is now entering his pit stall. He'll take a change of tires and also refuel up gas. Looking back at the pack now as Soul's about done fueling up. Soul sits in first place as TN and sits in second. Taylor sits in third with the pack catching. Here comes Draven and Jock battling it out. Oh, Taylor is now sits in second as Draven is. Oh my goodness, here we go. TN. Oh boy, oh my goodness. Taylor sits in first as Jock sits in second. TN sits in third. Draven sits in fourth. Holy Man sits in fifth as he's catched up to the pack greatly. Soul is now in his pits, getting refueled in a change of tires, and will be leaving the pits soon. Willis is now leaving the turn, in the final turn, to complete his lap, and is slowly catching the pack. He has actually caused a penalty for himself. Here comes Draven. Sits in first now as Tia takes second. Oh, it's a big lead change for second place. Taylor's in the grass. Is in the sand trap and in the grass. Tia sits in third now as Jock pass, and then Holy Man gets brake checked. Oh my. Holy sits in fourth now as Taylor is trailing and is in the sand trap and hits the wall and has left front damage. Soul is coming in the turn as he's about to pass Taylor. Here comes Willis. He's into the final turn. Loses it in the sand trap and still gains control of his vehicle. GM Draven has a good 2.5 second lead. 3 second lead actually is gaining as Jock and TN are battling it out for second place. Holy Man sits fourth. Taylor sits in 5th, and Soul loses it in the turn. Might got bumped by Taylor. Maybe a payback move, who knows? Oh, what a block. Yep, this is interesting. Soul loses it in the sand trap as they come around when the sharper S turns. Willis is now catching as TN and Draven have pitted. And TN is about to enter his pit stall in 3, 2, 1 with Soul, with GM, and TN pitting together. Draven's actually pitted first, as TN's right behind as they all both finished and now are refueling for fuel. Holy sits in first of the race as Jock sits in second. Taylor sits in third, battling out with Soul, and Willis 5th, and GM Draven and TN are now out of the pits. Holy holds on to a good 4.5 second lead to Jock. And Soul sits in third with a good second lead as Taylor is catching him pretty quickly. Oh no, Willis caught the grass and almost lost it. Jock pits now. Jock's in the pit finally as he's going to get a change of tires and a refuel. He leaves the pits with only about 5 laps left in the race. Holy sits in a 5-second lead with a good amount of tires left, but who knows, will he hold on to it as he touched the grass a little bit there. Soul's right now catching him with a good 4 seconds. Willis is now in third with the pass of Taylor. TN's now running on a penalty, but is running on the best lap he can run, but who knows if he can. Draven sits in 6th as Jock exited the pit at 7th. Holy's entering the first turn as he has a good amount of lead. He actually might have a good chance of winning this race, but who knows, anything could happen. Holy has a good amount of time. He might actually have, oh, he loses it! He's in the sand trap, he's sideways. Here comes Willis. Will Willis can make contact with him? Here comes Taylor, passes for third for TN. Soul sits in 5th with Draven sitting behind in 6th, and Jock is going crazy to catch the back. Willis, Holy Man are battling it out as they go for first place. We got Taylor pitting at 6th. Boy, this is going to be interesting. Entering the turn, it's Holy Man right on his tail. TN's also catching the pack also, as long as the other 4 cars behind. Taylor is now refueling and is about to leave the pit shortly. Jock holds a 44-second lead lap. I know, I see. Calm down. Here comes Willis into the final turn of the track. TN's holding on to that lead. For second place, he's off the track, he's in the sand pit. Draven is now sitting right behind him, as Holy Man is now pitted for the pack. Soul is now running in 4th, as Jock is running in 5th. Holy Man is now entering his pit. Change the tires and refuel as Taylor was about to pass him. Holy Man has exited the pit as Taylor is catching him quickly. Willis is now sitting in a 3-second lead for first as TN is now holding on to second place. So is third for Jock. So is 4th as GM Draven, and Soul in 5th. Holy Man is now in 6th as 7th is Taylor. Willis is running the wheels off this thing as the final lap as he's coming around for the final time. Because right now he has a problem as in TN is catching him as he's entering these turns pretty quickly. Jock is, oh, he almost loses it, he's sideways. Draven's now running for third. Willis might have caused a problem. He's losing speed. He's losing time as TN is catching it. This is going to get itchy. Final turn of the race. Will Willis hold on to it? TN's catching him. He's going wide. And Willis will hold on for the first place win. Here comes Jock. Soul battling it out. And so Jock will get third. Soul will get fifth. Holy Man will hold on to sixth. And actually, he goes off the track. Taylor has a chance. And Holy gets sixth. And Taylor will finish seventh. Jock will have the fastest lap at 44.037. What a race again. Victory for Willis. I don't know if this is actually his first win so far, maybe. Next race is Miyabi and Mayagawa. Second, which is the reverse track for the final race of tonight's racing event. And that's a 10-lap race, so that's pretty interesting. I'm just going to point out, this might be a casual race just for fun and shits and giggles, but that race, that looked more competitive than I freaking expected. Holy shit. We also have a change of cars for Soul and Holy Man. We got also Soul sitting in an Audi instead of a Porsche. Holy Man is actually sitting as RCZ. Holy Man has left the room for apparent reason, not sure why. Taylor is now sitting in her Corvette still. No McLaren yet. No McLaren. Chris. We also have Draven sitting as Beetle also, and we also have Willis sitting in the Mazda Atenza. As we are still wondering where Willis is. Or not Willis. As we are still wondering where Holy Man went. Either he might be done for the night, but we are also waiting on Jock. Pretty much. Do I know you, Chris? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Strike. Is that you, Strike? Jock is now still sitting in his Porsche for the whole entire race. Draven has now entered the track, as Holy Man probably is done for the night, and we are starting the race. The one and only striking distance. You fucking asshole, I hate you fucking yesterday. You're all good, dude, you're all good. But anyways, we got Taylor sitting in first, as TN is sitting in, actually TN's sitting in first, I don't know how that's possible, but Soul is sitting in third, GM Draven is in fourth. Actually, yeah, it's showing Taylor in first, Soul in second, GM Draven in third, Jock in fourth, TN in fifth, and Willis in sixth. Here we go for the final race of these evenings series. There we go in the first turn. It's bumping and grinding. Oh, here we go. Soul's in the wall. Oh my god. Jock is taking first. Taylor loses it in the turn. TN sits in second as Jock will take it in the chicane. TN holds on to it, actually loses it in the turn. Here comes Willis passing around him for second. Taylor sits in fourth as Draven is off the track also in fifth. Soul sits in fifth. Jock holds on to the lead. There might be an issue going on. Oh my goodness. Yes, there is. Soul, oh no. Soul and Draven are going at it. Especially when Draven just put him in the wall in the first turn of the race. But you know what, guys? You got 9 more laps to go. 10 more laps to go, actually. So why are you guys fussing around? Come on, let's go. Here's a battle for second as Willis and TN are going at it. Jock Soul's on to first place with a 2.5 lead. Hey, Chris. My question is, do you think this is casual or do you think this is competitive? Jock still sits in first as a half-second lead comes down to almost nothing as he goes off the track as TN takes first place. Battling together. Willis is also sits in third as Taylor sits in fourth. Draven and Soul are still going at it as they're both about 12 seconds behind. Soul almost loses it, hits the wall. Jock comes off the turn pretty well. Oh really? Oh shit. Here's Jock sitting in the track. TN's also sitting behind in second. Taylor sits in third as she has hold the position pretty well. Fourth is Willis. Here's Draven. And Soul is way behind about 13 seconds, but he has time to catch up since this is the only first lap of the race. Jock will take first possession of the first lap, and here comes TN trailing him still. Taylor and Willis are battling it out as Taylor takes a good turn, and Willis also trails behind, also doing the same thing. Draven and Soul are battling it out for that 5th place spot. And I know there's a lot of hate going on, but yeah. Here comes Jock. As TN is about 1.5 seconds behind. But he's quickly catching him as Taylor sits in 4th place now as she got passed or ran off the track. Soul sits in 5th, and Draven now sits in 6th. There might be a little bit of heated discussion right now in that party. Here comes Jock into the turn chicane. Holds on to it pretty well. Yesterday's competitive race, that was a huge problem with both me and striking distance as we were racing. TN holds on to it. Here comes Willis into the turn as Taylor is coming pretty hot also with Soul. Draven is also trailing as he's holding on to 6th place, quickly gaining. He's about a 1.5 seconds in the lead as Jock still holds first. Oh, here we go. We got battle for 3rd coming up. Oh boy. They're all a second behind 3rd. And as they're going in the turn, Soul's inside and slows down at a respectable speed. And oh no! Taylor runs Soul into the wall! Oh my god! I think that was a little payback for the last race, pretty much. Casual, this turned competitive really quickly. As Soul's now sitting in 5th and Draven is catching him really quickly. Soul has really lost a whole lot of tire grip. And oh no! Willis has gone off the track as long as Taylor's also gotten to him. And oh my goodness, a big pile up in the first turn. As Draven also is crashed. Soul is now taking sole possession of 3rd. Taylor sits in 4th. And oh boy, this is going to be quite interesting as this goes on. And oh boy, yes it is. Willis and Draven are going at it. Jock is off the track, matter of fact, as he's losing time to TN. He's about 3 seconds behind, 2.5 seconds actually, matter of fact. Here comes TN, he's catching. He has a good gap between 2nd and 3rd place right now. Soul is coming out of the turn. He's about 10 seconds behind TN. Here comes Taylor. She's only about 3 seconds behind also. Willis and GM Draven might be going at it shortly because that was bad. Jock takes the turn pretty well as he still holds on 1st place with a 2.5 second lead as TN almost loses it in exiting that turn. Soul comes in pretty high as well, but still maintains possession as he almost loses it also. Taylor sits in 4th as she's also entering the turn, and Soul almost loses along as Taylor holds on to the tire grip of what was left. And Draven's off the track, hits the wall, as along with Willis is coming in high as goes wide also. Jock holds on to 4 second lead to TN as TN might have hit the wall exiting the 1 turn. Soul and Taylor are coming in quickly as Taylor will battle for Soul, and Taylor comes in pretty hot. Oh boy. GM Draven's also not too far out behind Taylor. It's about 5 seconds actually. As long as Willis can maintain that 3 second gap as he's quickly catching GM Draven, and they are pitting. Draven needs to probably switch his tires. That was a really quick stop. Here we go. Change his tires. Probably going to get a full tank of gas here so he can finish the race. Probably a good pit strategy, but it will hurt his tires in the end. Here we go. He's back on the track. Jock still holds a 5.5 second lead as TN probably has lost it. Soul is only 6. Actually, Taylor has probably lost it. Yes, she has, and she was going backwards on the track. Willis sits in 4th as has a 5 second gap between 3rd and 8 second gap between 5th. This race is wide open now as Draven's gone off the track and hit the wall. He can't do anything. He has no front steering at all. Here comes Jock into the turn on Miyabi. He has a 6.5 second lead as he's getting back onto Mayagawa. TN is also taking the turn nicely. He has a 12 second lead between 2nd and 3rd. Soul gone wide on the turn and he's losing it. Willis is now catching Soul for 3rd place. Taylor is a guy is about 10 seconds apart between 4th and 6th, actually 11 seconds, and she is losing control a little bit. And she's slowly trying to get back into this race, but this track itself is very, very tough to get and contain. Draven is also having a hard time. They're probably thinking right now, I hate this track. Why did they ever make this track? And Jock will take the pit as he's entering his pit stall right now. This is the 5th lap as he's going to be entering and getting a refuel as TN passes him. Yes, he is, Chris. Yes, he is. He's exiting the pit now with a full tank of fuel to finish the race more likely. He's about a good 10 seconds behind first place, and quickly catching is Willis. Nobody else has pitted yet. Taylor also is coming down the straightaway to finish her 5th lap, well, 4th lap. Soul is pitted and he's left. He did not take any fuel, just a change of tires. My question is, why? But Draven's also entering the first turn as he completed his 4th lap also. Not too far behind Soul, he's quickly gaining the pack also. TN's also about losing time. He is Jock pitted and he's now catching. There's a good amount of margin gap between a good 5-second lead between all these cars because nobody really can contain this track and they got to really find their markers, let's put it that way. TN's coming into the S's. He needs a good change of tires and needs a new thing of fuel because he's about to hit quarter. TN ate up all of his super soft tires, and he's having a hard time holding this car pretty well. Jock is now sitting in second as he catches him to a 4-second lead. He should have pitted. Should have pitted. TN should have pitted. Oh yeah, this track is fun as long as you know how to brake in the turns and make sure you don't run into people off the track. Willis is now sitting in a 12-second lead behind Jock, as Jock is quickly catching with 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I would say this is almost comparable to Nürburgring. Jock is catching TN. TN needs to pit. He is not pitting. What is he doing? Jock is now catching him. I don't even think TN has enough fuel. I think he's weighing it off, but I don't think he could run his tires off pretty well. He's not going to make it. Even though he has a good 16-second lead, he should have pitted, as Willis is probably more likely going to not pit. Wow. Taylor gets bumped by Soul, and I think, yeah, Taylor has to pit, and she cannot pit. Jeez. Well, here's the thing. You're posting it now. Obviously, yeah, you're taking it post and post. Taylor is now finally pitted. She's taking a change of tires and a refuel. For some reason, it's not going. She needs to select her tires. Taylor, select your tires. You're sitting in the pits. Somebody's mad. Jock is losing has a 1-second lead on TN, as TN holds a 18-second lead, as Soul and Willis are gone at it down that interval. Trust me, when you're doing a broadcasting, Chris, it's always weird. It's not going to post like that. Unless you're like my neighbor, it probably will. I try to snap my fingers here. There we go. Taylor has not done anything in the pits. She's still sitting in the pits for a good 3 minutes so far. 2 minutes actually, coming up on 3. I think she just needs to walk away for a bit. Or go to the bathroom. Jock is now sitting in first still with a... Oh, TN might have lost it on the turns. This race is pretty much over. I mean, as Jock is still holds the position, TN should have pitted as Jock pitted because TN has no more tire grip left on his left side. I think he's trying to finish this race off, but I don't think he can. Yeah, he's pitting. He has 7 gallons of gas left. Or 7% of gas. He's refueling. He's going to get a good amount of fuel. And he's going to be exiting the pits right about now. As Willis actually comes in and pits right behind him also. Soul's also pitting as long as Willis, but Taylor has not done anything because she's just going to sit in the pits now and just let this race be over with. Willis leaves the pits, Soul leaves the pits also, and Taylor's just gotten lapped about 2 times already. Jock, it comes around the turn on Miyabi for Mike, Iowa. Draven holds on to second place as he exits the pit, and he's already losing tire grip all of a sudden. Oh wait, no, that is Draven. My bad. TN actually has a good amount of grip on his tires, as Draven is straight trying to hold on to second place. 25-second gap between first and second, and oh my goodness. I'm just fumbling my words pretty bad. Let's put that way. Here's the thing. With this, you should have... If you wanted to save your tires a little bit more and have a good amount of speed, you should really switch to your mediums. Oh my goodness! GM hits the patch of grass. And we also have Willis and TN. Oh yeah, I agree. But he's not going to get first place because Jock has a really good car. Speaking of which, you know what? I know I'm in the middle of... You probably get to hear my voice right now, but I'm going to do something here. Oh, you are not actually on. You're actually watching it on YouTube, aren't you? You son of a bitch. I said you could probably join in on my commentary. TN is getting battled now by Willis and Draven and Soul, and now Taylor has left the race as Draven has the fastest lap of 2:13.53.533. My question is, how the hell do you pull 52 seconds coming out of the pit? That's a miracle work there. TN slowly losing speed as Willis catches the draft as long as GM Draven, and they take the turn wide as they're all battling for second place as Soul loses control of his car. Jock has a good almost 25 second lead with only about 3 laps left in this race. TN, Willis, and Draven. Oh my, battle for second. You know why I think that though, Chris? I think that's the reason why, because boost is on. Because they're catching Jock now, and I don't think Jock has crashed yet. I think Jock's just sitting comfortably in the lead, minding his own business. TN's also getting battled by Willis as he tries to make a move on the outside, and TN blocks him off. As Soul is catching him. And he hits the wall. My bad. TN is now battling out with Willis and Draven still as they come in the turn. I'm not going to pay any more attention to Jock unless something really bad's happened between the time. And here comes Willis to the left side of John. or Tien. One or the other. Battling it out through those chicane turns. Here he comes. Javen holds on to the 4th place, trying to battle off Tien and Willis. Tien holds on to it as Willis goes wide. Yeah, I agree. Oh, he did get a little squirrely in that turn also. As they're battling out, Willis will take 2nd. Oh, here we go. Tien is battling out with Willis and Draven. Still, as the race progresses. This has gone big. This has gone very, very big. This is not even casual. This is more competitive than anything else. I'm literally sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for this pass. Oh my goodness! Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tia, oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, Draven holds on to it. Oh, he holds on to 4th though as he gets passed by Willis. Here comes Tien, still holds on to 2nd as he's losing about 1.5 seconds to Willis. Oh my god, yeah, I agree. I think he might have adjusted this a little bit, maybe not. Here goes Draven out of the turn also. He's hitting the straightaway, the short straightaway of my guy. Or Miyabi. Soul cannot catch the pack enough. I think he's more likely to be done. First is still at a 20-second lead. There's no way he's catching. I think Jock could just cruise on in. Tien still holds 2nd as Willis takes 3rd and Draven sits in 4th. Draven is now 3 seconds behind as he messed up and hit the wall. And what the heck? I agree. Willis is now hugging the bumper of Tien as they enter the final turn for the final lap. Oh, Willis almost goes off the track but holds it. Draven's also there with him. He has no tires left. That's costly. I think he has enough fuel to finish the race though. Oh, here we go. Battle for 2nd place is going to be crazy. Jock just holds a 15-second lead as the gap's slowly closing in within a good 5 seconds that last lap. That was really good. Tien and Willis, they bump. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Tien got crashed. I don't think so, Chris. I don't think so, because they're 2 different divisions. This is more competitive, though, and casual. Holy shit. Draven's still back in the race with Willis, as Willis probably took time off his penalty. Draven loses it a little bit, and Tien passes him as Willis is slowly slowing down as the race progresses. He's going to actually leave him have his pass, and Draven's sitting there right next to him. Willis sits back and forth now. I think he might have killed off a penalty. And Willis will overpass Draven a little bit as he enters the last chicane, almost the last chicane of the race. I agree. And you spelled intense wrong too, Chris. It's S, not C. Draven. Soul's back in the 4th! Wow! Draven just got passed for 5th place. He's going to hold on to that. I think that's a good idea to hold there because this is going to be interesting as Soul and Willis are battling it out for 3rd. And Soul's trying to get behind Willis, and he hits the wall. And oh, he hits the wall hard! Draven takes 4th now as Willis is sitting behind 2nd, trying to pass for 2nd place. Oh, Draven hit the wall. He's going to hit the wall again. Yes, he did. Willis, Tien, final turn. You're welcome. TN's gonna take second. What a race. And Soul just doesn't care anymore. He's out of fuel, actually, matter of fact. He raced hard, but he couldn't finish it. Oh boy, tension is it's a little tense right now after that first lap with Soul. So that's basically the last race, though. That's crazy. But yeah, Jock held on to the victory pretty well and got their first place after he went up 3 positions from his starting spot. That was crazy, Chris. So that's pretty well done. Good job by everybody, I agree. Good job. Good job. Fair race. So that's going to do it for the casual race of week 2. I am sorry I missed the first week of casual racing. I will make sure I'll get the final week of casual racing in. Instead, that actually looked like more of a, let's put it that way, more of a competitive race. Yeah, let's put it that way. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Hit subscribe down to my channel, and also I do have a Twitch going to happen also for my other account. Let's put it that way. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the broadcast, spectating me as I doing a little bit of commentary on the race, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.